Rio Ferdinand has revealed that his wife Rebecca gave her blessing for him to date Kate Wright from beyond the grave. His wife of 6 years died in 2015 aged 34, after her breast cancer returned. And the ex-England defender has revealed that while he started having feelings for Kate, his wife's close friend Lisa encouraged the new relationship. She told him that Rebecca did not want him to be alone and miserable. Ex-Tory star Kate has been quietly dating the former England defender since January and has grown close to his family over the last 9 months. Rebecca told Lisa something in the final weeks of her life, Rio told The Sun. Months later Lisa told me what it was. It kills me to think of Rio with a new partner, Lisa. You know it does. Of course it does. But you know what kills me even more? Thinking of him alone and lonely. If I don't make it, Lisa, I don't want Rio to be miserable. I want him to be happy. In his new autobiography, Rio also opens up about his feelings for Tory babe Kate. To my total surprise, I met someone and at first I wasn't sure I should let free my feelings, he said. In an emotionally vulnerable state, one's judgment can be all over the place. I wanted to get to know this beautiful young woman better and, as I have done on occasions, turned to Lisa for advice. Of all the things Lisa has done for me, this may have been the hardest. Rebecca had been her best friend. It's a measure of Lisa's love that she put aside her feelings, offered friendship to this stranger and gave the relationship her wholehearted encouragement. I will be forever in her debt. Meanwhile, Rio also told of the tragic moment he broke the news to his kids their mum Rebecca was dying, saying, "She's going to go up into the stars." Days earlier the former England captain had to tell their kids Laurence, 10, Kate, 8, and Tia, 6, that time was running out. The ex-Manchester United ace, 38, told The Sun, "I gazed at my beautiful children, lost for words, searching for a way to begin. I'm afraid I've got to tell you something very, very sad. Mum's not going to be able to get out of here. She's got cancer again and this time she isn't going to get better." They stared at me, wide-eyed and dumbstruck. They've been trying to help her, the doctors, but they can't anymore. She's been strong, and she's tried to get better, but I'm so sorry. She's going to be a star. She's going to go up into the stars as a spirit, and she'll always be there in the sky looking down on us and... I couldn't go on. Tears were streaming down the children's faces, they were sobbing, crying out. Why? 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 Tate kept wailing over and over. What are you talking about? I tried to explain again but we were beyond words by then. Engulfed in a firestorm of pain. Even now the memory of that scene is enough to plunge me into a darkness I never want to see again. Rio suffered a second tragedy this summer when his mum Janice also died of cancer. The footballer reveals the pain in his autobiography, Thinking Out Loud. He tells how he led Rebecca in his arms as she died and slept next to her on her final night. She was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2013. A double mastectomy and chemotherapy seemed to have worked but the cancer returned in 2015 and she quickly declined. She died after an 8 weeks battle on May 1st. She only came home one more time, for her daughter Tia's 4th birthday. Even then she kept her illness hidden as best she could. Rio said, by then her liver was failing and her limbs were swelling. Her body was covered with bruises and was suffering explosive nosebleeds. When the time came for the cake, Rebecca lifted Tia so she could blow out her candles. I think that she had held on to life so that she could see Tia turn 4. It was the last time her children saw her fully conscious and alert. Later Rio took the kids to the hospital room where Rebecca was sleeping. He recalls, she lay on her back, pale and unconscious, swaddled in a sinister tangle of tubes and wires and connected to a bank of machinery that beeped and flashed, cold and sterile. I wanted to rip the wires away to let the children get close enough for one last hug with her all together. Instead, one by one they took their place at her bedside and kissed their mum goodbye.